Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and I'm really excited today because I have a lot of product in front of me. You may have seen this floating around the planner community, whether on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It's everywhere right now. This is the Citrine Planner Collection, and this is a planner that is exclusively available at Office Depot. It actually comes from the owners of Happy Planner, which is me and my big ideas. And this is a really exciting new collection that comes in different sizes, different types of binding, accessories, all of that. And I was lucky enough to be sent everything to share with you. I've actually had this box for a couple of days now, but I haven't had the chance to look at it yet because I really wanted to take a slower and intentional dive into this for all of you and with all of you together. So we're going to start somewhere, but we're going to get started. So the first thing that I want to do is talk about the twin loop. We have two different planner sizes in the twin loop and also two different accessory boxes that are going to come along with the sizes. The twin loop comes in two different sizes. We have a classic size and a small size. This is an A5 planner. An A5 planner is kind of a combination or like a middle ground between a mini and a classic if you're comparing them to like Happy Planner sizes. But just to give you another comparison, this is my Happy Planner dot grid bullet journal, and it is the same size aside from the coil. So that is an A5 size, and I really like A5 size. I think it's a really nice size. So we have really beautiful different color covers here. These all have like a really nice, these two are suede, feels like suede. This one is more of a leather, and then this one is also suede. So I think that what we're going to do is take a look. These are the same layout. So we're just going to kind of start diving in, but let's first talk about the cover options. In this larger one, you have this really beautiful blue. This is like, I'd call it kind of a darker powder blue. And then we have this really pretty green with a gold design on it and says 2026. And then we have this one that feels a little bit more like leather with some watercolor as well. And these all have this cover and then a pen loop too. So since those are the three covers and we don't need to look at the insides of each of them, let's take a look at the inside of one. So this is a January to December 2026 planner. It's a customizable twin loop, which means you can add and remove pages. You cannot add and remove the cover. The cover is not punched, so you won't be able to change the cover, but all these layouts are the same. And this is considered the professional layout. So when we first open this, you're going to have the plastic that needs to be removed. And inside is a sticker sheet. So it has some icons here, priority, appointment, deadline, all of that. And then we have Citrine Planner. Now this is where you can see that these are customizable because you can add and remove pages. This has a gold twin loop, silver twin loop. This one is more of a copper. This one is silver. So we have our name page here. And then this is the first time I'm diving into this, as you can see from the plastic not being on it. So we're experiencing this together. We have January or 2026 and 2027. I love these little dates here because they're a really good way to have a visual of what the year looks like. And then you have 2026 holidays and dates. So a lot of different holidays in here. We've got things like April Fool's Day, we have Juneteenth, we have Rosh Hashanah, Indigenous Peoples Day, Kwanzaa. And then you have, oh, this is October. Okay, so we have the last 3 months of 2025 here. So the October calendar with a shaded weekend, some lines here, and then holidays, and the next 2 months ahead. November, I really like the next 2 months ahead. I feel like usually when brands include the mini calendars, they're including previous months, and I just don't know if that's really necessary. So I think that this is a really great tool. And then we have annual goals. So you list out your goal, your quarterly milestones, and action items. So you have space for 3, 6 of those. Now we have quarterly priorities and projects. So the priorities, project, due, and action items. And then a to-do list, urgent to schedule, low priority, and follow up. I like this way of mapping out a list. Then you have the first month. So we're going to have the calendar on the left side of the page. You'll have a shaded weekend, notes, holidays, and then the next 2 months. Then on this tab, this is going to be a little bit more of a firm piece because it's your tab. But on here, we have goals and priorities, to-do list, and then 3 habit trackers and notes on the back. And then you have a notes page. Then we shift over into what Happy Planner people have kind of known in the past as the Simply layout, where it's a dashboard style layout, but on both sides. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then when there's no calendar, we've got the noted here. So there's no other left side of the page. This is purely just a calendar style planner for each week with some fun motivational quotes. And then you have the notes. Then we shift over to the next month. You'll have the tab on this month overview and then the notes. Then we're going to just kind of continue the same way. These are all going to be the same. I want to point out the top tabs here. I really love these top tabs. I think that they're just a sleek look. And I also am kind of liking them not really being on the side. It almost feels more like a notebook. And I don't know, there's something about it that I'm really liking. Then when we shift to the end, let's take a look here. We have the note page after the year ends, wins, opportunities, goals, and key dates. So year in review for wins and opportunities, the year ahead, goals, and key dates. And then on the back here, we've got a little map, which is fun. A lot of uses for that. And then we just snap it closed. So that's going to be the same layout. We have it again in these 3 different covers that are available in the classic sized layout. If you want to compare this to a Happy Planner classic planner, I don't have a classic size planner near me, but I do have a classic size notebook, and it's going to be the same. This comes out just a tiny bit more because of the loop, but it's going to be the same. So let's move that to the side. And then let's take a look at these small size planners. These layouts are going to be the same. It's just the small planner. So this comes in 4 different covers. We have the green. This one is kind of like a suede, but like marble effect. And then this beautiful navy. This is like such a gorgeous navy. And the coil color, we have gold, copper, and then these 2 are silver. So for this one, let's open this. We have the gold sticker sheet. And then we're going to, again, these are going to pop up. They're customizable. We'll have all of the same insides. You just have a smaller layout. But as you can see here, an A5 layout is really good because it's not as small as a mini, but I feel like it's a very good on-the-go type of layout. And you have all of the same items in both of the large or the classic and the mini, all these new names. No, is this mini? Small, sorry, classic and small, but it's just truncated. It's just a little bit smaller with the twin loop. Now with the twin loop, there's also going to be accessories for both the classic and the small. So let's open the classic just to get like a good view. I feel like because they're the same, it's just easier sometimes to look at the larger size, especially on camera. Some of you may be watching this video on your phone. Some may be watching it on a big TV, but if you're watching it on your phone, this will kind of give you a better view. So, okay, we have a couple separate items here. First up, you have a sheet of stickers. These say payday, me time, due today, appointment, to do. Then we have some icons like a plane, suitcase, meal, wine, coffee, gift, shopping, $sign, shopping, mail, check, phone, clock, doctor, medicine, and exercise. Then we have these to-do list inserts. I don't want to rip these by trying to slide this off, so we're just going to cut it. And you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The really cool thing about these is that they have top tabs. You could categorize these to-do lists. So I could do one for Plan with Elise, one for things around the house, one for our wedding, another for my budget, another for goals that I have, another for, I don't know, just other things. six different ones here, and these are double-sided. Then you have this pen loop. So even though the planner comes with a pen loop, what you could do here, let me just kind of show you, is I'm going to take this band. It's like spinning around on me. We're going to put this over the planner. And here's why you may want this in addition to the actual pen loop. So what I could do is take, this is going to be a really thick pen, but this is elastic. We could pop a pen here. It'll still close nicely. And then if I wanted to add a highlighter or something like that into my daily planning system, I can pop that in here. That's like an Amazon highlighter. If I wanted to take a dot marker, this may not fit as well because it's pretty tall. It will go over, but you could add something else in, even like a permanent marker or a pencil, even if you are a pencil user. Now we have more. Oh, and there's even more. Okay. Next up are just notes pages. We've got lined notes pages. I am in my list making era, and all of these note style items are great. Again, they're going to be perfect for the twin loop. And now we have some side tabs. So these are 3 clear side tabs. They say Citrine on the bottom, but other than that, they are perfectly clear, and they'll pop into the twin loop if you want to divide things up. Then we have a pop-in envelope as well. And then we have, I would call this a sheet protector. That's what it feels like, but it's also a good envelope to use. So that is everything that comes in the accessory pack. Let's look again. We have the pen holder with the elastic band, 40 notes pages, 6 tabbed to-do list cards, a one plastic page protector. Try saying that 3 times fast. 3 plastic dividers, 1 plastic envelope, and 1 sticker sheet. So there's a lot that comes in the accessory pack, and I think it's really great that this accessory pack is sold for the twin loop planner, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find accessories if you wanted to like enhance the current planner that you have. I'm just going to talk for a second about the packaging here. I really like that this all fits in a box. I have such a challenge with most planner packaging because once you take it off, you can't really put it back on, and now you're just stuck with like random things that if you're not using all of them, it can be really hard to organize. So again, this comes in the classic size and also the small size, exact same items. They're just going to fit different planners. Next up, we also have these planners in disc bound. Disc bound is so exciting for something like this because it's really a new system. And chances are, if you're watching this video, you may use a disc bound planner. Most of my videos are using disc bound planners. And so I would guess that's where most of my audience here is from. If you don't use disc bound and you're watching this video, comment below to let me know. So the disc bound ones also come in the 2 different sizes. Sorry, we're shaky. Classic and small. I believe there's more covers than this. I don't think I have every single cover, but in the classic, we have this really nice feeling of like the suede with this 2026 and rose gold discs. and then in the black with the same feeling of the suede and the regular gold discs. These discs feel smaller than regular discs. I'm trying to see if I have any regular size discs near me to compare them to, but they seem smaller. We need to find a disc. I was correct. So here is a classic sized Happy Planner, and this is the disc. So it's a little bit smaller and it doesn't have the punch. I like this smaller disc. It's like a nice, I don't know, it just feels like more compact. If you wanted to add a lot of different things to this, you may want to consider upgrading the disc size, but I don't even think it's really necessary. So I don't remember if I showed these two. I think this one just has the cute little 2026 with the bow, and this one has the 2026, and these two are the same. So this is going to be the same layout as the twin loop. The only difference here should be that one is disc bound and one is twin loop. So again, you have some pockets here. We have the sticker sheet, opening page, 2026, 2027. Then you have dates and holidays, the 3 months of 2025, annual goals, quarterly projects and priorities, to-do list. Then you have your month, January goals and priorities, to-do list, habit trackers, notes, and then your Simply layout. This isn't called the Simply layout. It's called the professional layout. So that's what I'm going to call it. It just happens to be a layout that in the past we've seen referred to as Simply. Another thing that I didn't notice in the twin loop, but I want to point out here, when we talk about the top tabs, all of the tabs are right here. Let me give you a better view of that. They don't go all the way across here. And I think that that's nice because it's really giving you a clean edge. You're not covering half the planner with the tabs. And I think it's really nice. You could also, of course, keep this in only quarterly and remove anything that you don't want. But this is going to be the same as the twin loop all the way through. It's just on discs. I'm going to test something that I know is going to come up. So I want to pop this out. And I also want to pop out a Happy Planner page because I want to compare the punches. The reason this is an important comparison is because many of us put things in and out of our planners, and we also have Happy Planner punches, and you want to make sure that what you're punching is going to fit. This is a perfect punch. This is an exact match. We can look at it here. And then on the other side too, it matches all the way through. With the small planner, let's take a look. I bent that sheet. Because again, this may come up. Whenever I share something new, I try to anticipate any questions you may have. If you have other questions, always let me know. This is going to be 8. So it's still going to line up perfectly, but you're just one short. Sometimes with disc-bound planners, when there's 8 of them, like they're in an A5, these aren't lined up the exact same way, but they have the same distance between them. So they're going to be a perfect fit, which is going to make it really easy to customize this to make it your perfect planner. I have so many ideas about this already, and I'm really excited about 2026. I feel like I've been struggling a lot lately with my planner lineup and trying to decide what I need in 2026, what I want in 2026, and how to balance that all out here on YouTube. And I feel like this planner is giving me a lot of exciting ideas. So now I also just want to go through the accessory pack. Again, this comes in classic and small. So there's 4 accessory packs. Small disc bound, classic disc bound, small twin loop, classic twin loop. So we'll pop this out, and these are all going to have the same things as the twin loop. I just want to show you what they look like in the classic version. So we have the copper stickers, we have the 6 to-do list tabs, you have the pen loop, and of course the pen loop for the small version is going to be sized for that. Then we have the 40 pages of note paper, the 3 tabbed dividers with also an envelope back here. And then we have the page protector. So again, this comes in the twin loop in both small and classic, and the disc bound in both small and classic. If you do not have an Office Depot near you, I do not have an Office Depot near me. They seem to have gotten rid of all of the New Jersey Office Depots. A lot of this can be ordered online because I did look online and I can have it shipped to me. So if this is something you're excited about, definitely take a look online. I'll put a link in the description and let me know what you think. We have one more product to go through. I just want to get this back on so everything is in its place. The final item I wanted to share is the 2026 monthly calendar. This is a big calendar and you can use it in 2 different ways. You can keep it as a desk calendar, or because it has this little loop here, you can hang it. So I could put like a push pin in my wall and have this hung up. So this is just the cover of it, but it's going to replicate January. And when we flip it over, you have a sheet of stickers. And this is 1 sheet of stickers, so it's not going to be for every month, but it is 1 sheet of stickers. It's really pretty neutral and rose gold. It's important to point out that this is a Monday start calendar. So I think it's only available in one, but you have the upcoming 2 months, and then you have your monthly calendar with all of the holidays, including National Sticker Day, of course, printed in here. What would be nice about this being a Monday start, even though I tend to prefer a Sunday start with my monthly calendar, is that this is going to hang up in my office. It's actually going to match my office decor beautifully. And when I'm in my office, I tend to be in my office Monday through Friday. Sometimes on a weekend I'm in my office, but I can really focus on this and I can use it for anything that's office related, whether it's meetings, Zoom calls, product launches, anything that happens during the month that I need to just be aware of the date. This would be really helpful. And then you have these tabs over here at the bottom. Usually these kinds of calendars don't have tabs, so I think that that's a really nice feature. And then the back is just blank and it'll go through the whole year. Again, we have the holidays, even things like International Day of Happiness. And there we go. So that is the Citrine collection. I'm really excited about it, and I'm going to dive in and start kind of playing around because I think that this is a really beautiful collection, and I'm really excited for new customers like those who are just shopping at Office Depot and come across this planner to explore both the twin loop and the disc mount options. I will put in a link to shop in the description of the video. Again, if you don't have a store local to you, you should definitely check to see if you'll be able to order it online for delivery to your home. So let me know what you think about this. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious to hear because we haven't seen something new like this in a really long time, and I think that they knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, click that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.